I want a hash brown. That's what I want. I want 2 hash browns. And a wrap snacker. Hello. Hi. Someone asked me the other day what my favorite movie was, and I had a really hard time picking that out because I know what movie I really, really like and that I come back to multiple times, but I didn't know specifically why I liked it. And so I picked that movie arbitrarily because I keep coming back to it. I've never really thought about it. I've never sat down with myself and thought, hey, so what do I feel about these things? I've somehow discovered that I don't really know who I am. Now, I was always that kid that did too many things at once. My high school days were filled literally hour to hour full of extracurriculars, schoolwork, band stuff, anything you can think of. I did it all, and I loved it. And then university came, and I had free time, and I had no clue what to do with it, or with myself. I found it extremely difficult, because while I did have certain interests, I didn't know what kind of a person I was to figure out what other interests I might have had I just gone outside that comfy realm, if that makes any sense. What this all boils down to is you have to spend time with yourself. I'm just talking about the fact that you need to know who you are so that you can spend time with yourself and be comfortable with being alone when you have to. Sure, we're social beings, but you're not always going to have that opportunity. And you might not know until you're thrown for a loop and things come crashing down and change entirely that you realize that you don't know who you are as a person, and it's in those instances when you're forced to be alone that it's really scary not to know who you are. Here's an idea. The next time you have free time and no one else is available, date yourself. Go and take yourself out and do something that you think that you're going to love to do. You might be surprised what you find. Because while you might think, being a person that has been living for as long as you have, that you know who you are and you know what kind of interests you have, you may be surprised upon doing them that that's not necessarily the case, because you've never really sat down to think about why it is you like the things that you do. Being on your own gives you the chance to differentiate the things that you like because you like them, and the things you like because it's things that the people you love and admire and hang out with love. And it's not that you necessarily dislike the things that these people that have influenced you greatly like. It's just the fact that there's a subtle difference, and you're going to be more attached to something that you have discovered yourself or that you have a specific affinity to, rather than your only connection being that person, whoever they may be. And yes, for many people, being on your own is a scary concept, especially when it goes further than just being, a day, and ends up being longer than a day. I get that. I totally get it. I've had that recently, and a lot in my lifetime, and sometimes it's just out of your control. You want to spend time with friends, you want new friends, you want to date someone, you want to do whatever the heck except be on your own, and all you can do is be on your own. Being on your own is a blessing. And when you find out the things that you actually like, you're going to realize that you're going to be your own best friend. And that sounds really weird, but you're the only person who sees what you do on your own. Think about that. No one really knows what you do when you're on your own in your room. They don't know if you dance, they don't know if you talk to yourself, they don't know if you like to sing, and they don't know what you look like when you're troubled and you don't know what to do with yourself. Sure, you know what kinds of things you like, but do you know what kind of person you are? Have you really sat down with yourself and had a conversation about different aspects of your life? If you don't spend time in the world with yourself and notice yourself reacting to certain things that happen, there's no way for you to understand, what you want in life or why you want it. And it's when you start becoming aware to all of these little tiny aspects about yourself from being on your own that really help to narrow down the tough decisions. It's up to you to figure out those things. So, date yourself. Thank you guys for watching. I actually went to go see Interstellar on my own this week in IMAX, which is kind of why I thought about doing this, because it was amazing, and I think I would have had a very different experience had I gone with anyone else. Anyway, let me know in the comments what kind of things that you like to do on your own, things that you're scared to do, why you're scared to do them on your own, why you love being on your own, whatever the heck. Doesn't matter. Be on your own. I hope you guys have an amazing week. I've had a wonderful one. Stay safe. be wonderful, and as always, find your own adventure.